I was 24. My Archon. It was called back then. Athena was one of the weapons R&D companies formed.
He doesn't look that different when he's 24.
Unlike
It's just, it's almost like the exact same graphics. What are they doing to that poor kitty cat?
Athena had made enough money to continue.
Leave that kitty cat alone.
Thing in defense
It
technology.
ain't hurt nobody.
They were betting the farm on post-war Soviet expansion, raising the level of government paranoia to create a lucrative market for esoteric weapons.
Yeah. Pretty bog standard
I'd say
plot
they
stuff
made the
here.
right bet.
Yeah.
Still a
What?
theoretical physicist at MIT, my thesis on the possibility of time travel via dimensional memory
Why are you talking like
got
this?
published shortly after I was hired.
Is this your memoir or something? Are you reciting from your
Company
memoir?
heads were so impressed, they gave me a team and a budget.
This sounds very rehearsed.
My own expectations.
Were you expecting somebody to come here so you could give this speech to them?
First primitive version of the time.
How many times have you done this in front of the mirror, sir? Doctor, sir. Mr. Doctor, sir. Oh, there's boss. There's our boss there up in the front.
Successful trials involved sending simple objects into
Everybody's smoking.
return. But with Archon running out of money, that was all the company big
Why are there cigarettes giving off flashlights?
contract
Look,
with the department.
that's not smoke, that's a light beam.
Apparently, we had sold them on the idea that the technology could be used to go back in time and strangle communism in its cradle.
Why would you do
Reality, of
that?
course, was that it couldn't.
Well, yeah, because it's retarded.
Due to the laws of causality, you can't travel back in time
Oh.
beyond the point where time travel was
It's one of
invented.
those time travels.
And sooner or later, we had to explain that to our benefactors. When they started pushing for progress reports, Archon management had to but instead chose to ease government concerns by claiming the technology could be used to bring back advanced weapons from the future.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, I've brought things... Are you sure? Because I've brought things back from the future many times. In fact, this time machine came from the future. So I don't know how it's a lie.
At this point, we'd already had our first of many human trials.
Oh,
We knew
that's
there would
right.
be no
It was the end of the world. That's why.
In fact,
Not because it was impossible, just because the...
time pilots returned frenzied and confused.
Wait, so you never checked on it? You were just like, yeah, these guys... Time travel must make you crazy.
The city had suffered a Soviet attack in the near future and had been evacuated as a result. But as we pushed on further, the terrible reality.
He's all dripping and gross.
Time pilots started returning fatally ill, dying within a day or two from painful convulsions.
That was a nuclear war.
Never returned. We lost several pilots, machine prototypes, and other equipment. When the first contamination erupted in the lab, we were completely unprepared, losing 3 lab technicians.
It was
to
a
what we later
biological
identified as
weapon.
an incredibly aggressive airborne virus.
Oh my god, why is it taking so long for you to tell me these things? How long have you been locked up in that room?
Although we weren't equipped to handle biohazards of this magnitude, management insisted we contain and study it. To keep our pilots and the virus alive long enough to study, we co-opted experimental
You're calling it Lazarus.
project.
You're doing that. You're really doing
Established a
that.
makeshift virus lab. Once again, the bigwigs managed to spin our setbacks into a success.
Nobody cares. This only means anything to you, old man. You're not even old yet. You should...
resign. But outrage was swiftly quenched by promises of massive salary increases and stock options.
Am I sure this guy's telling me a story to anybody on a History Channel documentary that he was a part of?
Virus firsthand. I knew there was only one way this was going to end, so I handed in my resignation and set up shop out here. For over a year, I've been working to recreate the technology to bring me back in time.
No, it looks like it didn't work. 'Cause you came to today. You didn't manage to go back to before before.
Now you're
You came
here,
back to the here
a
now.
harbinger of doom at my doorstep, wearing a boiler suit. Who could have imagined that Judgment Day would begin like any other Monday in May?
With you hiding in your house?
In any case, unfathomable as it may be that you were able to bring this information,
Knowing is only half
knowing is
the
only
battle.
half the battle. Preventing the outbreak will require
What is
more
this
than
guy?
your
Who is?
tenacity.
Where did this guy come from?
Wait, what?
Yes, I'm afraid I must rely on you one more time.
I have to break back into the prison.
Prevent the outbreak.
No. That's, I mean, I'm really honored and everything, but
Believe me, you're the last person in the world I want to entrust with
You
this.
don't even know me. Oh, why?
But by this
Why
time
do you
tomorrow,
think
the
that-
entire city will have succumbed to chaos, panic, and death. You're here now, and you're all I've got.
How do you?
but what about you? Can't you fix this, Doc? Don't you have a plan?
I can't go myself. The reason you are here to warn me now
This
is
doesn't
because
make
I
any
was there to
sense.
send
You just you
reason I
can't
was
just
there
say
to
law of
send you
causality and it's
because I
magic.
was able
Because
to
why don't I
manipulate
break the law of
situation.
causality? That doesn't make any sense. You're making zero sense.
We've no time to waste. It's the only way. You told me you found me this morning, correct?
This isn't a time machine. It's
Yes,
just a
but-
really
That means I failed to stop.
particular psychedelic drug that makes you think you're going through time, and every time you press it, it's a solar-powered drug button.
Which then
It's
somehow
a
got out of the
it
containment
stimulates your
chamber.
brain
That
electrical
pilot is
stimulation.
Patient Zero. I
And it
need
makes you
to
think you
destroy
go
the
through time.
supercomputer system controlling
He's
the time
addicted
machine.
to it, and that's why he talks
All
like a
research data
movie,
is stored there too.
like a movie trailer.
Must destroy it before the time machine departs.
If you
I'm
keep pressing that,
reconfiguring your
Joe, if you
device to
keep
send
pressing
back
that button, you're gonna
the day
you're gonna turn
It
into
should
a
allow
movie
you
trailer.
ample time to return
like
to
this guy
Arkham and
did.
get inside. On the
You don't
other
want to do
shore
that,
from
do you,
here,
Joe?
500 yards down the road.
Put the
is a
button
rest
down.
stop.
Leave the button
You'll
with
find a
this
van
guy.
there,
Just leave it.
and ready to go.
He'll press it as many times as he
I
wants
already
to.
have a ride.
Which won't
And he'll
be
just
there
morph
yesterday.
more and more into a movie trailer.
Stop interrupting me.
You stop interrupting me. I'm the one talking here.
Listen carefully because this is very, very important. Make sure you do not meet the earlier version of you.
What will happen?
No one knows for sure. One of the conundrums not yet accounted for.
Yeah, but you technically, I mean, you secondhand met the future version of you because I brought a piece of the future version of you to you, and you're currently you've got it in your hands. Or it's one level of abstraction enough to doesn't count as meaning. Another fucking cutscene. Just get the driving out of the way so we can be on the we can be done with the
I nearly got
chapter
killed
already.
Trying to reach Dr. Lambert, thinking he had a plan.
Did you nearly got killed, or did you
Turns out it's me.
wreak fucking havoc on everything?
At least I don't have to walk back. This van's not as cool as the ambulance, but it has its charm.
An ambulance
Sure
is
was
cool.
Nice of him to pack me lunch.
What?
I wish he'd pack me a can opener for the beans, though,
Why?
and some gas for the Bunsen.
What? Was
But I'm sure I'll
these are
think of
just
something.
pointless details. You're just
hours
throwing
of
in
driving
pointless
after all.
details. Oh, why do you need to tell me that he's got food? Why do you need to tell me that? That's not knowledge I need to know.
Time.
I don't need to know any of this. It could have just been okay. Now you're back. Now you're in this place you have to be. Nice chapter break. Night before. We're going even more in time. Got to go back or even more back.